Okay. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. At the beginning, I say welcome to our guests. Actually, I am extremely happy that you are with us today, and I hope that our lesson will be interesting and useful as well. Today, God willing, I am going to discuss with my students Chapter 2 in East to India in a 10th grade story around the world in 8 pages. Okay. We will begin this period by these riddles. I am going to introduce many pictures of famous things or famous places. You are going to tell me what is the name of this place or what is the name of this thing and where is it. Okay? Let's start. Pizza Tower. Where is it? Yes, Mala? In London. Oh, yes. Is she right? Yes. Italy. In Italy, yes. It is in Italy, yes. What's this? Yes? The Great Wall in China. Of China. The Great Wall of China. Where is it? In China, of course. Yes. What's this? Yes, Rowan? The pyramids. The pyramids in Egypt. Excellent. What's this? This Batul? Big Ben. Big Ben, yes, Big Ben. Where is it? In London. In London, excellent. Yes. What's this? Yes, Aya.
The Statue of Liberty in New York and America.
The Statue of Liberty in New York, in London. In America. What's this? Yes. Zahar. Taj Mahal, where is it?
India.
Yes? In India, excellent. Taj Mahal in India. Yes, that's it. Now, Baian.
I'm going to introduce many riddles to you. Listen well and try to give me answers. 1. I'm a country, but I become a part of your body. If the last alphabet of my name is removed, can you name me? Yes. China, when we delete, it will be Chen.
67 the board, yes.
China, when we delete it becomes Chen.
Yes.
Yes.
2. Which country gets L every time? Which country gets L every time? Yasmeen.
Brazil.
Excellent. Brazil.
Why is that?
Understand?
Yes.
Do you know which part of London is also present in France?
The letter A. Yes.
The last one. When does Indian potatoes change its nationality? Tesneen.
When it becomes French fries.
Wow.
Yes, thank you very much, Sidra. Thank you. That's it. Yes. Who are the main characters in this story? Yes, the main characters. Heyam.
Mr. Fogg, Miss Jeannie Basbatoon and all.
Yes, thank you very much. Up till now, we know that Mr. Fix, we know also Basbatu, okay? We have many other characters which we are going to know during during our study to this story. Have you have a movie? Yes. This is Mr. Fix, a London detective. And this is Olga. She is an Indian woman. Okay? Yes, thank you.
Created using cartoon.
Okay. Now, let us make a quick revision to our first chapter. Yes? Yes, who can tell me what happened to the Bank of London? Yes, Dua.
Someone has taken 55 in bank loan.
Yes, excellent. Someone has stolen or has taken 55,000 pounds from the Bank of London. What did the police do? Yes. Yes. Another one. What did the police do? Yes.
He sent a victim around the world.
To find the thief or the robber. Excellent. The police sent detectives around the world to find the robber.
Yes.
What did Stark think? Did he think that the police is going to find the robber or not? Yes. Yes, Rowan?
No, because the world is very big.
Excellent. Yes, Stark believes that the world is just too big, so the police is not going to find the robber or the thief.
Yes.
Did Fogg agree with him?
No.
Yes, Atul?
No, he thinks he.
Yes, thank you. No, why no? Yes, you can tell me why no. Yes, Haya?
Because there is a fast ship and railway.
Excellent. Yes, Fogg believes that the world has become too small by fast ships and new railways. Okay, what did Spot and Fogg agree to do? Yes, there was agreement. Yes, Bayan.
If Fogg succeeded traveling around the world in 80 days, Stark and his friend give him 20,000 pounds. If he can't, Fogg give them 20,000.
Excellent, yes. So there is a bet, something like a bet. If Fogg succeeded in traveling around the world in 80 days, Stark and friends are going to give Fogg 20,000 pounds. Yes, if Fogg can't travel around the world, he is going to give them this amount of money. So Fogg decided to travel around the world in 80 days. With whom? Alone? Or with whom? Yes, Malan?
With the servant.
Yes, with his servant, Passepartout. With his servant, Passepartout. Now, who can tell me what is Fogg's plan for traveling around the world? Yes. Come here, Hiyam. Hiyam is going to tell us what is Fogg's plan for traveling around the world. Thank you. So listen well to Hiyam to understand what is Fogg's plan for traveling around the world. Yes.
Fogg is going to start his journey from England. He's going to travel from England to France, then to Italy, then to Suez in Egypt, then to Bombay and Calcutta in India, then to Singapore, then to Hong Kong in China, then to Yokohama in Japan, then to America, and finally from America to London again.
Yes, excellent. Thank you very much. Grazie. have the word India, we have two teams, team A and team B. Okay? Your mind when you hear the word India. What comes to your mind? What do you think about? Okay. You have only 1 minute to do this activity. Okay? But before discussing, you have half a minute to discuss it. Yes, discuss it. Yes, that's enough. Stop, please. 1, yalla, stand. Keep silent, please. 1, 2, 3, yalla. شكل مرتب يا هيام. جماعة تاني كده بسرعة بسرعة. Yes, that's enough. Thank you. Thank you. Stop, please. Stop. Stop.
Stop.
Okay. Cows. Yes. This is number 1. Indian clothes. Number 2. Timbers. Spices. Fire. Yes. And priest. Number 7. Okay. So here we have some. 1, 2. Allah Bad, okay, tamam. Taj Mahal. And we have Delhi here, number 5, and Timbers. Okay, all these words relates to India, but the winner is team B. Clap to them. The boss, please, again. Okay, here we have a picture, okay? What can you see in this picture? What can you see in this picture? Yes. Yes, others. What about others? Yes. Raya, what can you see?
The ship is named of Mongolia.
Yes, the ship. The name of this ship is Mongolia. Yes, thank you very much. What else? What can you see? Yes. Yes, others. Yes, Rowan.
Many of people.
Yes, a group of people. Yes, who do you think these people? Who do you think they are? Yes, Dua. Yes, I think they are Basbatu and Okay. So we have fog. Here we have fog. Yes, that's enough. Yes, that's enough. Yes, beginning with the names of characters for names of people. Yes, who can tell me? Yes. Yeah. Fog, thank you very much. Excellent. Yes, what else? Yes. Basbatu, fog and Basbatu, and we have also. Yes. I want you to scan the text from line 1 to 10. Now you have 5 minutes only to scan the text from line 1 to line 19. Line 19, sorry. And answer these questions in groups. Okay? Look at. Yes. This group and hobby groups are going to answer this part. Okay? Yes. From line 1 to line 20, sorry. Yes. Yes. Look here, please, here. Success group and dream group are going to answer this part. Okay, from line 20 to line 40. Okay? Now begin. You have 5 minutes. Yes, the first sentence with its answer. Yes, who can read?
Yes, teacher.
Yalla, yes, who can read? Yes. Yes, Linda.
Are these stations true or false?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Who can continue? Yes, Yasmeen. Yasmeen, yalla, number one.
Fog and Passepartout travel by ship to Italy.
False. False. Yes. Bob and Passepartout travel by train. Yes. Number two. Yes. Another one. Yes, Amira.
They got a ship. The Mongols took them to the bay in India. True.
True. Yes. Excellent. Yes. Yes, you can, Tesneem.
Exactly same day after they had left London, the ship had stopped in Suez, Egypt. False. After 7 days.
After 7 days, so the sentence is false. Bravo. Number 4. Yes, another one. Yalla. Yes, Haya.
In Suez, Fog and Passepartout left the ship and went to show their passport at the police
At
station.
their passports at the police, yes.
Station false at the British consulate.
At the British consulate, bravo. Yes. Now to the second activity. Complete the statements. Yes, who can read number 1? Yes, can read number 1. Heyam.
On their way to the British consulate, Fog and Passepartout were seen by another Englishman, Mr. Fix.
Mr. Fix, bravo. Mr. Fix. Yes, number 2. Yes, Rowan.
Mr. Fix was in London police a London police detective, and he was in Suez to catch the London bank robber.
Yes, Mr. Fix was a London police detective, and he was in Suez to catch the London bank robber. Excellent. Number 3. Yes, another one. Rowan.
Mr. Fix was excited because Fog closely matches the word of the robber.
Match what?
Description.
Yes, excellent. Match the description of the robber. Yes, again, yes. The description of the robber. Yes. Now to the last activity in these two groups. Yes. Number 1, Dua. Yalla. Answer these questions. Yes.
What did Mr. Fix
Raise your voice, please.
What did Mr.
Mr. Fix decided to do when he saw fog and بسبته انسويز. He decided to join Mongolia and
again.
Where?
What did Mr. Fix decide to do when
Decide.
he saw fog and بسبته انسويز? He decided to join Mongolia and travel to Bombay.
Excellent. He decided to join Mongolia and travel to Bombay. Yes. Number two. Yalla. Yes, another one. Yes.
Why could Mr. Fix arrest fog in Mumbai? Because India was a British colony.
Excellent. Because India was a British colony. Yes. The last one. What did Mr. Fix ask the police in London to do? Yes, Rowan.
He asked the police in London to send the correct arrest paper to Bombay.
Yes, straight to Bombay. Yes. He asked the London police to send the correct arrest papers straight to Bombay. Okay. Now we have a song here. Have a break. In which we are going to discuss the chapter from line 20 to line 40 with success group and what is your name? And dream group. Okay? Yes, number one. Wait a minute, please.
ليش يا فتحة؟ أعتقد تحط خلص.
Yes, we can read the instruction here. Yes, read the instruction. Yes. Wait means wait. Stop talking. Yes.
Are this statement true or false?
Yes, thank you very much. Are these statements true or false? Thank you. Yes, we can read number one and answer it. Yes.
The journey from Suez to Bombay normally took 1 seat for 18 days.
Yes, excellent. The journey from Suez to Bombay normally took 10 days, not 1 week. So the sentence is false. Yes, number two. Yes. Another one. Yes. Haya.
Who governs the ship
Engineer.
if he could get them ahead of Bombay ahead of schedule?
Yes, true. Yes, that's true. Yes, excellent. True. Number three. Yes. Yes, you.
They arrived Bombay 2 days late. False.
Yes, 2 days early. Bravo. 2 days early. So this sentence also is false. Yeah, false. By mistake. False. Yes.
شو قلت؟
Yes.
Around the World in 80 Days, Chapter 8, in Bombay. Detective Fix introduced himself at the Bombay Police Headquarters. He had hurried there first thing in the morning, as soon as the Mongolia had docked. He inquired if the warrant for Fogg's arrest had arrived from London yet, but it had not.
If the Mongolia were not 2 days ahead of schedule, I wouldn't be in this situation.
Fix explained to the Bombay Director of Police. He urged the director to issue an order for the arrest of Mr. Fogg, but the director refused.
The matter concerned the London office,
The director explained.
and only London can deliver the order.
Fix fumed, but he did not insist.
Bombay is far enough from London so that a fleeing bank robber will not worry about being seen.
He thought. So Mr. Fogg would probably stay in Bombay for a while, and the warrant would arrive before his departure. In the meantime, Fix was determined not to lose sight of his mysterious suspect. He hurried through the crowded streets back to the boat. He wanted to be there when Mr. Fogg disembarked. Mr. Fogg, for his part, left the steamer in the afternoon. After saying goodbye to his whist partners, he descended the gangway, carrying a carpetbag in his hand. On the shore, he instructed Passepartout to attend to several errands, but urged him to be at the train station at 8 o'clock and not a minute late. Then, with steps as regular as the ticking of a watch, Mr. Fogg walked to the passport office. After receiving a visa, he turned his steps to the train station, where he planned to have dinner and wait for the 8 o'clock train to Calcutta. Passepartout, like the detective, had thought his master would stay in Bombay at least for a few days. When he heard his master's orders to meet at the train station, he realized that they were going to continue without delay. He purchased the shirts and shoes his master had requested and took a leisurely stroll through the strange sights of Bombay. Many nationalities crowded the streets: Persians with pointed caps, long-robed Armenians, Indians wearing turbans, and many others in bright robes of red and orange. In a market, he saw a procession of dancers clothed in rose-colored gowns looped with gold and silver. They danced airily through the streets to the sound of tambourines. Passepartout had never seen anything like them before. Passepartout followed the dancers through winding streets and lanes. After a while, he realized that his curiosity had led him farther from the center of the city than he had intended. When he turned back to head to the train station, he noticed a magnificent Indian temple on nearby Malabar Hill. It was too splendid to pass up, and he climbed the hill, seized with a desire to see its interior. Passepartout, however, did not realize that it was forbidden for Christians to enter certain Indian temples, and that even the faithful must leave their shoes outside. The British government severely punished anyone who disregarded the practices of India's religions. Meaning no harm, Passepartout went in like a simple tourist and was soon lost in admiration of the incredible ornamentation.
I have never seen anything so magnificent.
He was thinking, when suddenly he was knocked to the stone floor. He looked up. 3 angry priests jumped on him and tore off his shoes. They began to beat him, exclaiming loudly,
"Help! Help! They are stealing my shoes! Someone help me!"
screamed Passepartout. He got to his feet again and wasted no time in knocking down 2 of the priests before rushing out of the pagoda as fast as his legs would carry him. When Passepartout finally arrived at the station, he was hatless and shoeless. In the fight, he had also lost the package with the newly purchased shirts and shoes. It was 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. Fix had followed Mr. Fogg and was on the platform, having decided to follow him to Calcutta and farther, if necessary. Listening from behind a newspaper, he heard Passepartout explain his adventure to his master. Phileas Fogg was very annoyed by Passepartout's misadventure, but all he said was,
"I hope that this will not happen again."
He turned his back and stepped onto the train. Passepartout followed his master without a word. Fix was about to enter a different train car when an idea struck him.
"I'll stay,"
announced Fix to himself.
"An offense has been committed on Indian soil. I've got my man."
Yes, that's enough. Now to the box.
Around the World in 80 Days, Chapter 8, in Box.
Now, okay? Here, okay? Yes? Who carried the instruction? Let's do activity number 1, yes. Rowan.
Read and answer the question.
Yes, read and answer the questions. Yes, who carried number 1? Yes?
I was fixed for first interesting
Interest.
in folk.
Excellent, thank you very much. Why was Fix first interested in book number 2? Yes. Yes?
What did he hope to do in Mumbai?
What did he hope to do in Bombay? Excellent, yes,
Yes.
yeah.
What did Passepartout do wrong in Bombay?
What did Passepartout do wrong in Bombay? We have three clear questions. Now try to, you have 5 minutes to do this, to answer these questions in verse. Guys, please, you have 5 minutes.
Because fog looked similar to the bank robot.
Excellent, because fog looked similar to the bank robot. Excellent, yes, thank you very much. Yes, number 2. Yes, Yolanda.
What did he hope to do in Bombay? He hoped to arrest fog.
He hoped to arrest fog. Excellent, yes, thank you very much. Yes, last one. Yalla, Farah.
What did Passepartout do wrong in Bombay? He went into temple without talking of red shoes.
Thank you very much. And he had some priests. Excellent. Yes, he went into the temple with his shoes and he had some priests in the temple. Now, yes, I play Aya, Tesneem, Haya.
Now, after you have read this chapter, East to India, I am going to remind you what happened in both Suez in Egypt and Bombay in India. Firstly, in Suez.
Now we are in Suez in Egypt, so let's go to show our passports at the British consulate.
Yes, let's go.
This man is a closely matched description of the robber. I must follow him.
Now, Passepartout is alone.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you British?
Yes, I am.
And I'm British too. What about your friend?
Oh, Mr. Fogg? Yes, he's a British too.
What is your?
I don't know much about him, but I can't leave him there. He's traveling around the world, and he's carrying 20,000 pounds.
I see.
After 8 days, Fogg, Passepartout and Trix arrived Bombay on Mongolia.
Here's some money to buy us some cooler clothes for the next part of our journey, but make sure you are at the station by 7:45.
Okay, but after I finish shopping, I want to see everything possible in Bombay. I may never have the chance to come here again.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
After shopping, Passepartout looked around the city and he went inside a beautiful temple.
Look, this crazy man is coming into the temple with his shoes.
You can't come in here like that. Get the shoes off your feet now.
Passepartout went to the station.
Oh, where are you, Passepartout? The train to Calcutta is about to leave.
After the shopping, I went to a beautiful temple with my shoes. The priest attacked me, so I hit him and come here.
Okay, let's go now. There's not time. I have an idea. I will not leave to Calcutta.
In the end, we hope that you enjoyed our play. Thank you very much.
This activity, yes, you can read the instruction here. To the final activity or period, yes? Yes, you can read. Yes, Haya?
Get who said
Decide.
said or do what and say.
And say where. Decide who said or thought what and say where. Okay. I am going to introduce number 1 as an example, and you are going to do the rest of them as homework. Okay? So listen well and try to understand. And after I finish shopping, I want to see everything possible. I may never have the chance to come here again. Yes. Who said this? Of course, as we said, who said this? Yes?
Passepartout in Bombay.
Passepartout in Bombay. Now I want you to do number 2, the rest of these questions are homework. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much. Now we have only one thing. Yes, come here, Aya.
Now, after we have discussed this chapter, let's summarize it together. Now, who can tell me who are are the main characters in this chapter? Dola,
Fog to Basbatu.
Fog and Basbatu and Mr. Fritz. Now, what are the countries which Fog and Basbatu and Mr. Fritz arrived to?
Egypt and India.
Yes, Egypt and India. Now, in Egypt, he's traveled to Suez.
About Mr. Fix. Ask them about Mr. Fix.
Yes, Mr. Fritz go to Suez. No, Egypt and India. Now, in Egypt, he is traveled to Suez. Mumbai. In Mumbai, he went to Sahat.
India.
In Mumbai. Yes, to temple. The most important event in India is?
Yes.
Another?
Yes.
Rowan.
Basbatu came into the temple with his shoes and hit the breeze.
Yes. Basbatu came into the temple with his shoes and hit the priest. Now to Mr. Fritz in Egypt. He arrived to Suez. In Suez, he went to a port. He decided in Egypt to follow fog. In India, he arrived to Malak. Not to travel to Calcutta. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. You can. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.